there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Leanne. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, online coach and personal trainer. Today I'm going to be taking you through a 45-minute live Pilates class where we're going to be working our lower body, working balance. It's going to be good for the posture and some flexibility in the hamstrings as well. I do encourage you to have some essential oils if you've got anything like that at home. If not, don't worry about it. I thought it'd be nice to bring into the practice today some essential oils to help keep us present, calm the mind, and it'd just be a nice way to finish the class. Let's get started in the standing up position. Standing tall, going to warm the calves up. So toes to sky, then calf raises. Deep breath, soft knees, looking for 20 reps. And try and make sure your ankle, as you're coming onto the tiptoes, everything's staying in alignment. You're not coming out to the side. This is building ankle strength, bit of flexibility. You should start to feel a warm sensation in the calf, might be a pinching, a burning. Ribcage in, belly button into spine will help with balance. And deep breaths. Hopefully you're starting to feel that tight feeling in the lower calves. I'm going to go to lateral leg lifts. So make sure your knees face forward at all times. It's not rotating. We just want to hit the sides of the glutes, sides of the legs, your IT band, iliotibial, all stabilising muscles for the pelvis. Soft knee. The more bend in the knee you have, more burning and toning in the thigh. Deep breaths, another 5, 4, roughly want about 12. You should start to feel it. Good. One more. And over to the other side. You might feel this on the stabilising leg. Again, bending in the stabilising leg. Looking for around 12. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now on the edge of the mat, your knee will come up and back, as far back as you can to a lunge, knee just off the floor. So take your time, again, with a balance exercise, so engage that core, sit in the middle of the lunge. If you stumble or anything, that's good, just sort out your technique, try again, and then the brain will strengthen those pathways to improve. Taking your time, make sure you're wide enough in your stance as well as long enough. And the front leg has the glute engaged. Squeeze that bum cheek. Another 2. 1. Good. We'll swap over, see what the balance is like on the other side. Check as well if you're struggling with balance that you are using your glute, the stabilising muscles in the pelvis. They're engaged so you can tense it on the front foot. Gets the heart rate going. Don't be afraid to feel the stretch in the back leg. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Back over to the centre. We're going to play around with time under tension next. So calf raises again. Toes up as high as you can. They're both coming up as much as each other. Get the oxygen into the working muscles. Another 20, or as many as you can with that burning sensation. Try and ignore it. 10. As we recover. And because this is a active rest, incomplete rest period even, working on fitness of the heart and the lungs. Another 5, 4. And the last one, you've got the option to hold. Balance is terrible. See if you can hold on your tiptoes. 10, 9, squeeze them calves. 5, 4, 3, 2, Well, my calves are so weak. Lateral leg lift. We did 12 last time, so I'm going to try and do 12 again. 5. Halfway there. 8. Make sure you're feeling it here. 9, 10. Another 2. And you've got the option for the last one to hold. 5. Core engaged. 3, 2, 1. And release. Over to the other side. Looking for 12. 6. 9, 10, 11. Last one and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. Well done. Shake off the legs, then hold with something else. Knee up, take your time into 10 lunges. And on the last one, you've got the option to hold in the down position and extend the arms over your head for a nice stretch. Really engage and clench and use, even though you don't need to, that bum cheek on the front leg as you're coming up. Clench. 2 more. Hopefully you've noticed that you're a little bit better this time round. And hold, knee just above the floor, extend the arms. Big stretch, you can come a little bit further back with the chest and shoulders. Good. Inhale, over to the other side. 10. Let's compare sides. Again, take your time as you build that momentum. Six, good. There's nowhere to hide in lunges. They're one of my favourites. Put the tire in. One more. Option, hold. Extend the arms overhead. Deep breath. Extend over. Hyperextension. Inhale. Well done. Feel free to grab a drink and make our way over to the mat. A few seconds rest whilst we get our breath back. So, I'm going to be working on the sides of the glutes, an IT band, so we can work on some stretches later. Starting with clamshells, looking for 15. 4, make sure your hips are stacked on top of each other. Pause for a little squeeze at the top to feel it in the side of the glute. Important stabilising muscles. Number 5. 3, cores engaged. 2, 1. And then extend the leg, lengthening the lever. Up and down, trying to keep the knee faced forward. Make sure it's not rotating out. And then it's isolated here. 10 all together. Let's go another 5. All the way down to the floor, you get a little bit of a stretch. 2. Piriformis rehab next. Knees together. So external rotate is when the piriformis is working hard. Internal rotate, ankle is higher than knee. Back in the center, forward, stretch for the hamstring. So active piriformis, relax, stretch piriformis, forward, sciatic sweep. We're trying to keep the leg off the floor, hips stacked, foot's not touching anything. How much can you move the hips? What hip mobility do you have? Do you feel any pinches in the buttock, in the middle of it? That's your piriformis. Or do you tire quite fast when it comes to this exercise? Do you feel it anywhere? One more. Good. And to finish the set, you know I love a side plank dip. all the way up, all the way down, elbow directly under your shoulder. Pushing the hips forward so you're in a line. Good. And if your elbow's bothering you, don't forget to hold on to the mat. It'll engage your forearm and help with that uncomfortable. You can also use your hand to help you up as well. But I want you to come as high as, a little bit higher than parallel. So you've got a curve in your lower spine, in your side of your core. 2 more. 1 more. Release or pulse for 10, 9, 8. Keep the front core engaged, because you can relax this bit and I'll just have this bit working. Let's engage it all. Squeeze. Someone's punching your stomach. 1 and release. Well done. Bottom knee comes forward, working hard. Sorry, this is your first class back. Inhale, arm rises over to the side as we stretch that side off. So we're just stretching off the side that we've worked. If you get any tightness in your hips, this is what we're stretching now. Relax your neck, shoulders down away from ears. Good. Let's go over to the same side. So you can go over to a new side, like the other side that you've not worked, or if you want to make it harder, make it progressive, build strength and muscle, we'll do the same side. Starting with clamshells. So if you're doing a different side to what you did the first time, same reps as the first time. Otherwise, we're going to go for 12 clamshells, reducing the reps on the second time on the same side. I hope that makes sense. 5, 4, 2, 1 more. Good. And an additional 10 lateral leg lifts. So you can have your leg underneath acting as a kickstand for balance, or you can have it straight, so whatever's easier. 3, 2, 1. Then piriformis rehab, external rotate, internal, forward, sciatic sweep. Take note, try and get that leg up as high as you can. Good, and try not to rush through. Every movement is important. Helps identify any issues in the hips. Going for 8, another 2. Trying to keep them hips stacked. 1 more. It's like a weird dance move. Good. And then side plank dips, holding onto the side of the mat. Knee directly under the, elbow directly under the shoulder. All the way up, all the way down. 10 and then 10 pulses. If you don't feel like you can do the 10 pulses, just stretch it out, that's fine. This is your workout. Coming all the way down, feeling that stretch. 2, 1, good. And pulse. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 10. Well done. You might have felt that in the glute as well, as it's fatigued. Bottom knee forward, top knee back. Inhale, arm rises. Exhale, on the fold. See if you can go a little bit deeper with it this time, pushing the knees into the ground. Excellent, well done. Water break if you want one, as we move over to the other side. Just relaxing on that elbow, shoulder. Good, when you're ready, start with clamshells. 15. Any hip clicks? Two more. 1 more. Good, extending the leg. For an additional 12. Keeping your hips stacked, core engaged. Coming down with control, letting it burn. Another 2, 1, good. Into piriformis rehab. What's this side like? Without touching your foot on anything. Any tightness, stiffness anywhere? Can you get the same range of movement on this side? Do you find this more difficult? Is it fatiguing sooner? Looking for 8. 2 more. Oh, I'm struggling with that side. Good. Side plank dips, holding onto the side of the mat. 10-10, whenever you're ready. Working that deep back muscle that stabilizes us and keeps us upright, the QL. 5, coming all the way down. 6, 8, engage the front of the core, have a port, make sure it's engaged. And pulse, 10, 9, 8, keeping the front core engaged. 6, concentrate, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, and release. Bottom knee forward, top knee back, pushing the knees and hips into the floor. Deep breath in and exhale to bend laterally. Inhale, back to the last round, starting with clamshells. Knees together. Looking for 10. 7. Make sure you're getting right open, so you're feeling it in the inner thigh, in the groin area. So we can do some deep stretches. 2, 1, lateral leg lifts. 4, where do you feel this? Do you feel it underneath? On the other side. 6. Another 2 if you can. Oh, well done. Piriformis rehab. Looking for 8. Take your time. Are you shaking? That's good if you are. I am. 3. Keep it controlled. 4, 5, 6. Don't let that foot touch the floor. 7. One more. Oh. Well done. Last side plank dips. And you're ready. All the way down, hip back on the floor. Engage that front core 2. And try and relax your bum cheek. That can overtake the movement. Especially now it's already fatigue, it wants to jump in. 3, 2, 1. And pulse. 10, 9, 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. And release. Bottom knee forward, top knee back. Inhale, arm rises. And exhale, move over. See if you can get a little bit deeper over this time. A couple of deep breaths and exhale. Use your exhale to relax the muscles and the tension. Push over. It's nice and warm. The muscles so you're able to. Good. Well done. Inhale, back to center. Feel free to grab a drink. Before we move to abs, let's get into some deep stretches with the dragon. So now we're nice and warm in our lower body. You might surprise yourself if you've done this one before. Let's bring in some cat-cow. If you've done this one before, you might want to push a little bit further. Now you know how it feels and what it should feel like or look like. Taking your time through the cat-cow. Maybe lingering a little bit longer in the cat or the cow, whichever one you prefer. I love a cow stretch. It counteracts the back bend we do a lot if we drive. Good. When you finish your last one, I want you to make your way over to the downward dog. Hips up to sky. Let's paddle those heels out. Nice calf stretch from that work we did earlier. Bend, more bend at the knee, the easier it is on your back, belly to thigh. Try and untuck the pelvis and feel that high hamstring stretch that you get when you push your hips up to the sky. Just underneath the glute. Engage your lower back, pushing your hips up, relaxing your neck. Good. The left leg comes up as high up as you can go, and then the left leg joins the left hand. Or you can go into a low lunge. There's no expectation here. It's just for the hips that this stretches. Otherwise, if you're giving the dragon a go, so there's blocks on the side if you want to get into a deeper stretch. So it's all about you settling in. Now, let's bring in a little bit of movement. Untuck that back foot. Left and right. Where's tight? Where feels good? Do you feel any stiffness, tight areas? So you're moving your hips left and right. Very good. It's all about creating some space and finding it and pushing that leg back a little bit further and the hips up to the floor. Deep breaths. You might want to flex your ankle and push your knee out so you've got space here. And then we're going to exhale closer to the knee. Inhale away. Exhale closer. Pushing into that tight area around your hips. One more. Good. Stay here, or if you can get onto your elbows, great, or even one elbow, or you can use your block and come onto the elbows. Let's work on some deep breath. Deep inhale, fill in the lungs, and a slow exhale. And you can use Ujjayi breath if you want, and that helps release tension better. Just like you're fogging a mirror, you've got a little bit of constriction in the back of your throat. If you feel any give, don't forget to move your back leg further back. It's intense, but it's worth it. Hopefully you feel a difference after this. Deep breath in. You can come out of this whenever you want. You can feel free to go into a child's pose or a low lunge. One more deep breath in. Good, well done. Carefully coming out, bending more at the back leg. Shimmying our foot over to the centre of the mat, grabbing our block. Toes up to sky, using the block for balance at the moment. Hamstring stretch next. Send them hips right back in space. High hamstring stretch. Exhale, belly to thigh or as close as you can get. Inhale up. Exhale down. Taking your time, allowing yourself to feel that stretch. Inhale out. Exhale. The breath is everything. This is the first thing that relaxes the body. It's like a switch. Slower the exhale, the more muscles are going to relax. Good. From here, I'm going to make your way back into a downward dog. Let's see how this side feels. Do you feel any difference as you paddle it out? When you're ready, right leg up and back with the right hand. Grab your block and just settle in, no expectation. Deep breaths. If you want to bring in a bit of movement, if that feels good, feel free. Excellent. So you might just want to stay here. If you've had a stressful week, you just might not be in the mood to work on any flexibility. And that's fine. Just do what feels good for you tonight. Breathe. Trying to find space and straightening that back leg. That's what gives us space to come onto our elbows, to get into this deep hip opener. If it's intense, it's good. It shouldn't be painful. Like I said, you can come out whenever if you need to. If you want to make your way to your elbows, feel free. How's this side feel? Pushing your knee away. Using the Ujjayi breath if you like. One more big deep breath in. Excellent. Take your time. Grab your block for balance. Shimmy that foot over. First thing that happens, don't worry about the knee. Hips get sent back into space. Exhale, belly towards thigh. Inhale, up. Big deep breath in. Relaxing the nervous system. One more. Excellent. Let's go back to a downward dog once more, just to paddle it out, to loosen off a little bit. And if you think you've got tight feet or you're not sure, you can roll your toes on the mat. Like a little toe massage, you can swap over. We don't do much of that. It's obviously the dorsal flexion as we're stepping. We do a lot of. So it shouldn't be painful. Last downward dog part. Good. Well done. Making your way over to the semi-supine for some ab work. Quick blast. Some more ab work. So I like to get into a wide child's pose later. So legs up, and we're going to bring them out and in whilst keeping the core engaged. So back flat as you're doing this against the mat, and your core's keeping it there. So have a poke around, make sure your core's switched on. 5. Make sure you're feeling a stretch in the inner groin and a bit of tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Semi-supine. Deep breath in for relaxation. Fill the lungs, arms over your head. On the inhale, pause with full lungs for slowly exhaling for your own count of 3. Again, one more. Inhale, arms rise. Pause, slow, exhale. Well done. Hip kicks next. Leading with the hips. So the legs aren't extending, they're just keeping the same. Trying to get your hips off the floor and coming down with control, one vertebrae at a time. And you should start to feel a warmth or a burning sensation below the belly button. If this feels uncomfortable, you can skip this and just do deep breaths. 10, 9, 8. Strengthening the thighs as well. 6, 5, 4, 3. And then the last one, you can come down as slowly as possible. Well done. Inhale, arms rise. One more. Slower the exhale, the more relaxation. Good. Single leg stretch next. So bent knees, nose to knee. Take your time as you're swapping over because you're loading that lower core. If you feel this in your neck, you are strengthening your neck, but you can also keep your head down as you swap legs. Otherwise, 15, 14. It is nice lower back stretch too. And glute. 5. 2 more. Nice safe one that. It's good. Another 2 deep breath in. One more. Fill them lungs completely. Use the diaphragm. Expand the rib cage. You can do the same again. Or scissors, lengthening the levers. Like a bicep curl, you're pulling your thighs in. So if you feel it in your arms, that's why. Nice hamstring stretch as well. If you're grabbing the calf area, 10, 9, 6, 4, 2 more, 1 more. Excellent. Another 2 breaths. Inhale. This time, Pilates crisscross, so supporting the neck with your hands, opposite knee to opposite elbow, looking left and right to engage that and sides of the core. 20. 15. Nice and controlled. Trying to get that shoulder off. Where's it burning? 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release. Oh, inhale, arms rise. One more. Well done. Last core exercise. Knees are up in tabletop, rib cage in, belly button to spine, imprinting the mat so there's no curves in your lower back. Supporting your neck, coming up for a squeeze and back down again. If you can get the hips off the floor, even better, but don't worry about it. You're just trying to squeeze the core as hard as you can as you come into a ball. As many as you can, or 15. Looking for that burning sensation. Once you've got it, keep it as long as you can. Try and ignore it. Where's it burning? 5, 4, 3. Pause for a squeeze. 2, 1. Well done. Inhale, arms rise. Now the relaxation element. Well done. And now shift our hips over to the right, knees over to the left, and settle in. You can use your block if you can't relax or you can't get your shoulders on the mat. You can place your block underneath both knees or between them if you need to. It's all about you relaxing. That spinal twist. Do love this one. So on the inhale, you push the belly out and your chest and ribs will rise. And that'll bring you out of the stretch slightly. And on the next exhale, allow yourself to sink further into the mat as you release tension. You can extend the top leg and hold on to the back of it if you want to increase the stretch and intensity. And allow yourself to feel this stretch on your back. It might be around your ribs, it might be a glute, it might be a pec. Get to know your body, internal body scan, any tight areas and tensed muscles, and just switch them off with an exhale. You're just telling your body it's safe to relax. Ujjayi breath works really well for this as well. Relax those shoulders. Good. Bending both knees. Make your way over back to semi-supine. Just pause before moving over to the other side. Can you feel that stretch whilst in semi-supine? Does it feel quite nice? Then we'll shift our hips over to the left now, knees over to the right. Remember to treat every side different. Just because it was nice in one side, you might need the block on the other. Both shoulders on the mat. If you want to extend the top leg to increase the stretch, feel free. Lower body exercises always strengthen and bring blood flow to the lower back as well. Allow yourself to feel that stretch. Every exhale, switching off your muscles. Internal body scan. One more big deep breath in. Bending both knees, coming back into semi-supine. Pause for a reset and you feel that stretch. Tune into it before it dissipates and melts away. Well done. Rolling onto your side and coming up into child's pose. Like I said, feet kiss each other, knees nice and wide. That inner groin stretch that we were looking for. You can come down to your elbows if that's too intense. You might want to bring in a side-to-side movement if it feels good. Or you might want to put your forehead on your mat or your block. Allowing yourself to feel that stretch in the inner groin. Again, it's nice and warm, so it's a good opportunity to work on that flexibility. Sit with that mild discomfort. It's not painful and you shouldn't get pins and needles. If it is, you've gone a bit too far, so just bring the knees in a little bit. On the next inhale, bring the knees together. Hips over knees, walking our fingertips out, forehead to mat for puppy pose, counteracting that back bend. And it's a nice shoulder bend as well, shoulder stretch, good for posture, releasing tightness in the upper back. Allowing that back bend. And then carefully take your time, make your way over to Sphinx. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Squeeze the bum cheeks if you're finding this difficult. You want to protect your lower back a bit. Shoulders down away from ears, shining your chest forward. Pushing your hips into the mat. And you'll feel a stretch deep in the spine, in the back. Remember, our spine should be able to move this way. So we're working on spine flexibility. If you want to go further, extend the arms into seal, intensifying that stretch in the lower back, squeezing them bum cheeks, keeping them switched on. Relax, pushing your belly and hips into the floor. Good. Lowering down, chin to hand. Wait for that stretch to melt away. Knees together, hips up first to protect the back. Into child's pose, knees together, counteracting that back bend. Good. Taking a block or coming into an easy seat for the pranayama and relaxation. So I'm just going to come around and give you some essential oils on your hands to rub together. Just let us know. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you get your essential oils, take an easy seat. Whichever seat feels comfortable for you. I'm going to create some warmth, some friction, and feel and smell that more now. You can really feel the energy that your body's making. Take a deep breath in. Pause at the top for slowly exhaling. Again. Calming the mind. Smells are very grounding. Another 2 deep breaths. This is fitness oil, so it's good for the muscles. Good. You can continue to breathe in that oil, or you can bring your hands into chin mudra, resting your hands on your thighs, sitting tall, untucking the tailbone, stacking your vertebrae like books. Let's calm the mind and help sleep tonight. I'm going to do box breathing. So I'm going to breathe in for a count of 3, pause with full lungs for a count of 3, exhale for a count of 3, and then pause for a count of 3 before exhaling again for your count of 3. You're going to send the oxygen all the way down to your belly and feel your belly rise, then your rib cage and then your chest will rise in that order. And then on the exhale, your chest will fall, then your ribs, and then your belly will lower. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause, 1, 2, 3. And think about how your breath feels as it enters the body. Is it drying? Is it cool? Make sure you're sending it all the way down to the belly and you're expanding that rib cage on the inhale. The slower you exhale, the more relaxation. It brings you out of them stress systems. Every time a thought outside of this room enters your mind, don't shed any spotlight on it. Just watch it go and think back to your breath, the anchor of the mind. Can you still smell the essential oils? How does your environment feel? How does your body feel? Is there anything that you're grateful for this week? Every breath is a gift. Massive well done for attending this class tonight, showing your body some love. You only get one body. Namaste, friends. Thank you for joining me today.